please.
I was thinking of running at the time that you all carried the banner that, yes, it's the time you run. Well, I wasn't afraid. I was looking at the odds. And Prince Eludoyin, I listened to your remarks. Years back, I've been together in the struggle, in exile, when the military was really after all of us. We are here. Nigeria is a great nation, and I'm very, very grateful to all of you here tonight. Grateful to Almighty God for what He has done for me personally. It wouldn't have been possible without the grace of God, the blessing of it. Those who are very close to me knew the odds were very much against me. One of them woke up to my living room at about 3:30 in the morning during the campaign. I said he needed only 50,000 to take to our uncle because they have no food stove. And you see there, the currency is gone because of you. No currency to cash. People are jumping the counter in the banks and all of that. Your uncle is wealthy and has no 10,000. What are you running for? I said, for president. I'm not running for my uncle. I'm not running for me. For president. He said, okay, give me 50,000. I gave him, I can never forget. Then, when he was about walking out of the door, he said, I don't think you'll make it. I said, sure, I'll make it. I said, you will come to me when I make it. You ask me for a job. I won't give you. He left. Not quite some hours early in the morning, I got a call from my uncle that he got 50,000 and he gave my cousin 10,000 out of it. So he's grateful. I was amazed. I almost dropped the idea of running. I've continued the race. But thank you, Masari. Thank you, all of you. The determination saying, I came to Abuja and Masari led a group and said, okay, I'm the chairman of Northwest Group. I said, don't look back. We know you are Nigerian nation. That's all the tonics that was left. And I'm glad you are here tonight. Thank you. To all of us, looking forward to it. When I assumed office, it was extremely difficult. But the day of the inauguration, that I had to decide on what is not in the original script of my speech. It's on the subsidy. I looked straight into the crowd. I saw very young generations. People. And I know what is in the handing over note that I reviewed a night before. It's a path of no return for my country. I have to decide. Whichever way it comes, the hallmark of a great leader is the ability to decide to do what you have to do at the time it also be done. That was the day I said the subsidy is gone. The following day, floated the currency. I was handed and abused, thoroughly criticized in the paper. But I believe in the cause of retooling our economy and changing the narrative of our nation, not because of me, but because we were spending the money that belongs to our generations yet unborn in advance, ahead of their birth. It cannot continue. We reversed the situation. It is less than 2 years in the office. The economy is turned around. We've taught management to ourselves. We've given value to lives. Our children are in school. They must study, we must invest in the critical education and opportunity. We must achieve food security and sovereignty for our country. All put together, not because of us, not because of today. I'm glad those who are here, those particularly the Senate President, Miss the dinner, we will leave, you can take a leftover. And if you have a brown envelope, we'll pack some. I will take to your quarter without reporting and harassing you for anything. But I listened to Boshun Tejani. When I picked him, it was tough. Even my very close nephews and cousins who read him on social media, they came at me and said, no, never. I I say, yes, he's talented. Because he criticizes me and all abuses at the parliament and others doesn't mean that he has nothing to contribute. If only that frustration will make him contribute the more in a multiple way. And he's doing that. He's doing that today. I'm very proud of you. Thank you very much. So, it is a night that I enjoy. A night that I think 73 calendar years. And we're about less than 24 months in the administration. What they think that we blow up in our face is giving us the hope, and Nigeria is turning around. I proudly watched Okwebolo, the governor of Edo State, almost barefooted walking around the schools, seeing the relics of the situation of education in Edo State, where his predecessor used to brag of the best state, and they have nothing to hand over. And the thinking and progress of the future of our country. I thank you very much. To all of you, I can only promise that you have inspired me greatly tonight. I can promise to work harder. I have a very good and understanding wife who's working harder too. Yeah, support the country. I thank all of you. Just tonight, if you believe me, I am very, very happy indeed. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We are in the company of the men and women who keep the wheels of our nation turning. The movers and shakers, the visionaries and the voices of reason in the ever-dynamic theater of governance. Tonight, we do not merely come together for iftar. We come to honor a leader whose political journey has been defined by courage, sacrifice, and commitment to Nigeria's progress. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not just a man who plays the game of politics. He is the man who rewrote his rule book, often at great personal cost. And today, as we mark his 73rd birthday, we do so with the understanding that Nigeria is witnessing a presidency unlike any before it. The goodwill he enjoys today as president, from political actors across divides, from institutions long hesitant to embrace reform, and from allies who have stood the test of time, is not a coincidence. It is the fruit of alliances painstakingly built over decades, of bridges constructed when others only saw divisions, and above all, of the sincerity of his passion to serve. This is a president who never chooses the counterproductive shortcuts out of a problem. He could have taken the easy road, the familiar path of postponing top decisions, of extending the life of unsustainable policies, of decorating the cracks while the foundations rotted. but he did not. Instead, he chose to stand for permanent solutions to dangerous problems. Where others hesitated, he acted. Where others saw impossibilities, he forged new realities. Thanks to his boldness, future president of Nigeria will not have to wrestle with the same ghosts that haunted past administrations, including fraud-ridden fuel subsidies, an unstable forex market, and the suppression of local government autonomy. These were the thorny issues that many before him sidestepped. But Ashwaju did not come to sidestep history. He came to rewrite it. And in rewriting it, Ashwaju has taken the bullets that many before him simply lacked the courage to face. But that is the thing about true leadership. It is not for those who seek comfort. It is for those who understand that the path to national greatness is lined with difficult choices. And so rather than continue breastfeeding the economic predators that have played part of Nigeria's dysfunction, he has weaned the nation of its worst excesses. Those accustomed to the old order may well, but history will remember his presidency as the one that refused to kick the can further down the road. Tonight, as we honor Ashwaju, let us recognize the lesson in his leadership, that Nigeria cannot move forward unless those in charge have the courage to put the nation before themselves. We are privileged to witness a leader who does not merely hold power, but wields it with purpose. May Allah grant him continued strength, wisdom, and good health. And may his presidency remain a beacon for the Nigeria of our dreams. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Congratulations on your 73rd birthday. On behalf of my family, my constituents, the Senate, and the entire National Assembly, I respectfully write to wish you a very happy and a peaceful 73rd birthday celebration. Your Excellency, sir, your leadership, your vision, and dedication to our great nation, Nigeria, remain models that shall inspire future generations. As the President of the 10th Senate, which you labored to produce, I have the privilege of working closely with you, and I must say that your passion for Nigeria's progress is remarkable and contagious. I must also confess that you are bold, courageous, and visionary, attributes which shall place you positively in the annals of Nigerian leadership history by the end of your tenure. Probably the greatest and most audacious president Nigeria had ever produced. In your 73 years on earth, you have pursued a political career marked by challenges, implementing transformative ideas and demonstrating qualities of a true democrat, principles that aided the modern-day Lagos state, and now renewing hope for Nigeria's future prosperity. Sir, I want to acknowledge your indelible role in the formation of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in 2013, which successfully challenged the dominance of the then People's Democratic Party in 2015. You did that. There is no doubt that your support was instrumental to the victories recorded by President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, and the APC, in 2015 and 2019, even though they failed to make you a NEC member. But they call you leader of the party, but not a NEC member. And the NEC takes all decisions, but you remain the leader outside the NEC. As the president of Nigeria in the last 2 years, sir, you have demonstrated astute leadership qualities. And as you advocate for democratic values and bold economic reforms, which have started to yield dividends, I can boldly conclude that our country is on track with you in the driving seat. Congratulations, Mr. President. And may God Almighty.
In 2019, I never met the president. He was not the president then. He was not even running for presidency then. I had issues after my election. He didn't know me so well, but he used to see me as the spokesperson. But I guess he saw something in me. I'm not from the Yoruba tribe. I'm not from Lagos. But he chose to support me, to come out of that miry clay, that troublesome water. And I survived it in 2019. He didn't ask for any favor. I'm talking about my generation. What we want to see in leadership, the kind of leaders we want to see. Leaders who are not tribalistic. Leaders who are ready to raise other people to take over. I met him at the airport and I asked, why was this done? Why did you help me? You know what the president answered me at the private jet wing? He said, when I did it for you, I did it for myself because we are one family. And that inspired me. I said, oh, I am one family with a man who is not from my tribe. I am one family with a man that I have not made any impact in his life, and he believed in me. I'm one family with a man that I did not make any promise of one thing or the other I would do for him. That was inspirational. When 2023 came, I was one of those who went to him with my team, the National Assembly ambassadors for Tinubu. And when we met with him, we said, please come and help us lead this nation. At the end of the day, when it was time for Deputy Speaker, there were odds, but he stood firm and said, these are the generation we want to raise for tomorrow. So, Mr. President, mine is to thank you for believing in my generation. Mine is to appreciate you for your support. And I want, on behalf of the House of Representatives, to say, we have enjoyed working with you. We have enjoyed supporting the national objectives of this great country. Many have always wondered why National Assembly cues into the policies of the nation without wearing boxing gloves. And what we have always answered has always been that the true test of the efficiency of the legislature is not in how many boxing gloves we wear to box the executive, but in how much we align with national objectives that will move the nation forward. And you have always made us understand the policies of government in a way that, without a doubt, we found reason to cue in. And they are working because there is this synergy between what we do, not undermining the principles of the doctrines of separation of power. You have given us the freedom to do what is expected from the mandate of the legislature. That has not been compromised in any way. I was in a function where they were talking about the growth or the otherwise of democracy. Sir, I can assure you that we will always defend the point that this administration has added bricks upon bricks in the growth of democracy of our country. Anybody who wants to say anything less should come and ask the fulcrum of democracy, which is the legislature. And we are not surprised because you are from the legislature, and the difference is very clear. How you understand how we operate, and how you are able to guide where it is necessary, and how we are able to cooperate where it's necessary. I want to thank you. I want to pray that God will grant you long life and prosperity. My generation is expectant to learn more from your wealth of experience. We are expectant to receive more capacity from you. So you are not going anywhere yet. You are here for donkey years to come because we have a lot to do together. Thank you and happy birthday.
Only a leader with deep conviction and love for country could have taken the bold yet necessary decisions you've made. Decisions which have averted collapse and are now restoring hope and confidence across the Federation. As I've said before, and I want to repeat it tonight for emphasis, millions of Nigerians believe that if you could not fix this country, it means then that all hope is lost. I'm pleased to say that and to confirm that you have not disappointed us so far. Through your purposeful and transformative leadership, Nigeria has regained its footing and is now moving forward with a renewed determination towards a future of greatness. You have reignited the Nigerian spirit of ingenuity and resilience. You've given our people cause to believe in the nation once more. And under 2 years, you have already secured a place in history through your bold reforms and a legacy of service. So what can one wish a man of prodigious intellect, political mastery, economic acumen, and genuine compassion on a day like this? Just to say that only God will continue to preserve and strengthen you for Nigeria. We still need your leadership. Mr. President, silver or gold, we don't have to give to you, but we will always pray for you, for God to strengthen your determination to write a befitting history for our generation and generations yet unborn. Once more, happy birthday, Mr. President.
I didn't get a chance to travel the world. My last trip was at the World Bank. And I was extremely happy and joyful when a senior member of the World Bank team walked up to me and said, if I'm to recommend the best president on the African continent today, it will be your president. She told me if you ever get the opportunity to speak to him, mention to him that we're rooting for him. She also mentioned that they're already talking to many countries in Africa to come visit Nigeria and learn how to kickstart a reform, but also stay true to it. Mr. President, your resilience, dedication to a better Nigeria, but also focus as a leader who doesn't give in to threats nor pushback is one thing that as a young man I've taken away from my experience as a minister so far. The privilege you've accorded me to serve my country is one that will stay with me and my family and my generation for the rest of our lives.
And my prayer, Your Excellency, is that your hard work on this nation will not go to waste, that everything you've shaped for us to ride on to build a stronger nation will not only become fruitful, but it will become fruitful while you're still here with us. The Nigeria indeed will become that great Black and African nation.
Capacity to turn Nigeria around and take us to the promised land. I must say certain times you mystify me with your capacity to design a way out of a problem. And each time I see you do this, I smile, and I look at the history books, and I see that people like you come rarely in a lifetime. And
But all these things really do not matter. What matters most is the fact that the inspiration given to my brother by Allah is such that he has to save this country. He has to. And we need all your help. He really has to save this country. And he's doing that right now. And it's not going to be easy. But we know it's not going to be easy.